Hello everybody, this is Leora, and today I'm going to talk about the technical aspects of how to make a podcast. This video is for the Newbie Blogger Initiative at newbiebloggerinitiative.com. Join us in May for our annual celebration of new video game bloggers, podcasters, vloggers, and all kinds of people. So before you start recording your podcast, there's a few things you want to do. Start by heading to Google and typing in Audacity and downloading that program. It is a free open source program, audio editor and recorder. It is good for Windows and Linux and Macs, and it is incredibly powerful. Now, as you can see here, you're going to want to make sure that the microphone drop down is set to your computer, your microphone, whatever it may be. So the easiest way to have a good sounding podcast is to control the environment that you record in. So start by making sure that in your recording room you close all your windows, you turn off all your fans, and you close all your doors. The smaller, more soundproof you can make your room, the better it's going to sound. And I know you're thinking, I don't hear the fan now, it's not going to show up on recording. Oh man, it's going to show up on recording. Take my word for it, and it's going to be bad. Okay, so let's talk about while you're recording. There's a couple different ways you can do it. Popular way is to do Skype. You want a piece of software like Pamela to record with your Skype conversation. The other thing you can do, which is what I recommend, is everyone locally records their end of the conversation, and then they send it to the editor at the end of the show. And the reason why I like that is because it has really the best quality when everyone's doing their own local recording. There's no sort of glitches because it's being sent over the internet like through Skype. There's no delay of any kind. It's the purest form of audio recording you can get, so it makes it really easy. Share your recordings over something just like Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever. So you have recorded your podcast, and let's look at after you record. Whether you have one piece of something like Pamela from a Skype conversation, you have a bunch of different pieces, you're going to want to run them through Levelator, which is also a free piece of software. Go ahead and Google the Levelator and you will be able to find it. It will automatically normalize and level out your sound, and you want to do each track individually if you have individual tracks. So open up what you've got in Audacity. You can highlight pieces of your track in there and then hit delete to remove them. You can move pieces around. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff on Audacity. Once you've finished editing, you want to make sure you go to File, Export, and you probably want to save it as an MP3 file. That's the smallest format. Make sure that when you do that, you also set up tags. And tags are what, ID3 tags are what your listeners will see in their player, you know, like title or artist or whatnot. So now you have a file, it's been mastered, it's an MP3. Now what? Well, you have a couple of different options. If you'd like someone to host your podcast file for you, Libsyn is an incredibly popular option, as you can see by the screenshot. Plans begin at only $5 per month. They have a number of other plans. There's a lot of really big podcasts use this site, as well as smaller ones. Highly recommended. If you'd prefer to host your own, if you're running WordPress, I personally use the PowerPress plugin by Blueberry. I found it to be great. It will handle all sort of making your iTunes feed and that sort of thing. Once you have all this set up, make sure that you've submitted your feeds information, if it isn't automatically done for you already, to iTunes. Think about Stitcher Radio. Yeah, so that's it. You have a podcast. So congratulations and good luck. Have fun recording.